The grand arena eagerly awaits a new cohort of warriors, as Maestro Ridley Scott unveils the long-anticipated sequel to his cinematic masterpiece, Gladiator 2. This magnum opus has been in the brewing cauldron for nearly 2 decades, as the revered director meticulously sought the perfect concoction of narrative brilliance and acting prowess. The stage is set, and the sequel promises to thrust audiences back into the familiar yet enthralling world of Roman glory, now adorned with fresh faces and untold tales. In a cinematic coup, Paul Mescal takes the helm as Lucius, the progeny of Lucilla and the erstwhile lover of Russell Crowe's Maximus in the original epic. Scott, in a recent tete-a-tete with Rotten Tomatoes, graciously imparts some morsels of insight into the soul of the sequel's central character. Gladiator 2 unfolds nearly 2 decades after the riveting events of its predecessor. Scott, with a masterful stroke, paints the canvas of Lucius' life, recounting that the lad was but a tender 12 years old when last we glimpsed him. For a span of 15 years, he has wandered the wilderness, severed from the maternal embrace, lost in a tumultuous estrangement. The dire news prevails. Lucilla, played by the resplendent Nielsen, remains in the dark, uncertain of her son's fate, haunted by the specter of his potential demise. In the original opus, Russell Crowe's character, Maximus, emerges as a Roman general turned slave and gladiator, spurred by the flames of vengeance after the murder of his family for refusing to bow before the tyrant Commodus. The tapestry of Gladiator 2 picks up the fragmented shards where its precursor left off, weaving a saga that promises to enrapture and captivate with the same intensity. The cast of Gladiator 2 is nothing short of a celestial alignment of talent. Joining the fray alongside Mescal and Nielsen is the illustrious Pedro Pascal, shrouded in mystery as his character details remain veiled. Denzel Washington, embodying a freed slave nursing a simmering grudge, brings his seasoned prowess to the ensemble. Scott tantalizingly divulges the intricate layers of Washington's character, delving into the tantalizing world of gladiator business and the elusive promise of freedom earned through survival. Derek Jacobi assumes the role of Senator Gracchus. Jim Hounsou embodies Juba, a former gladiator, while Joseph Quinn steps into the shoes of co-emperor Caracalla and Fred Hetchinger as co-emperor Geta. The star-studded ensemble, also featuring May Calamine, Leor Rez, Peter Mensa, and Matt Lucas, maintains an air of mystique with undisclosed roles that promise to unfurl with cinematic grandeur. Mark your calendars, for Gladiator 2 is slated for release on November 22, 2024. In the interim, the original Gladiator beckons from the realms of Netflix, ready to be streamed, relished, and revisited. The anticipation is palpable, the stage is set, and the gladiatorial spectacle awaits its encore.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.